Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to talk to someone? A stranger at a cafe, a colleague you didn't know well, maybe even a person you admired at an event, but something stopped you? That little voice in your head that whispers, "What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't like me? What if I embarrass myself?" If you've ever felt nervous, shy, or even terrified about starting a conversation with strangers, you're not alone. Most people feel the same way. But here's the truth. Learning how to confidently talk to strangers is one of the most valuable skills you can ever develop. It can open doors, build friendships, create opportunities, and change your life in ways you can't imagine. And the good news? Talking to strangers is not about being born confident or having some magic charisma. It's a skill, a learnable skill. And today, I'm going to share exactly how you can learn it. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear step-by-step roadmap to remove fear, build confidence, and master the art of connecting with anyone, anywhere. So let's dive in. Section 1. Why we fear talking to strangers. Before we talk about how to overcome fear, let's understand where it comes from. The fear of talking to strangers is ancient. Thousands of years ago, humans lived in small tribes. Meeting strangers was dangerous. Strangers could mean threats. So, our brains evolved to feel cautious whenever we approach someone new. Today, of course, strangers in a cafe or at work aren't life-threatening. But that ancient fear is still inside us. It shows up as nervousness, sweaty palms, a racing heart, or negative thoughts like, "They'll judge me. I'll say something stupid. I'll be rejected." Understanding this is important because it tells us one thing: your fear is natural. It's not a sign of weakness, but it's also not permanent. You can retrain your brain to replace fear with confidence. Section 2. Shifting your mindset. The first step in talking to strangers without fear is mindset. Here's the truth. Most people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. They're worried about their own image, their own problems, their own lives. When you talk to a stranger, they're not analyzing every word you say. In fact, most people are grateful when someone starts a conversation because it breaks the ice. So instead of thinking, "What if they reject me?" shift your mindset to, "What if they enjoy talking to me?" Instead of focusing on yourself, focus on curiosity. Be genuinely interested in the other person. Ask yourself, who are they? What's their story? What can I learn from them? When your goal shifts from impressing to connecting, fear begins to fade. Section 3. Starting small. If the idea of talking to strangers feels overwhelming, start small. Don't begin with deep conversations at a networking event. Start with simple interactions in your daily life. For example, say hello to the cashier at the grocery store. Ask the barista how their day is going. Compliment a colleague's shirt. These small, low-pressure interactions train your brain. Each time you do it, you prove to yourself, "See? Nothing bad happened." Slowly, your fear decreases and your confidence grows. Think of it like exercise. You don't start by lifting heavy weights. You begin with light ones and build up strength. Talking to strangers works the same way. Section 4. The power of body language. Before you even say a word, your body language communicates confidence or fear. If you walk into a room with your shoulders slouched, eyes down, and arms crossed, you'll signal insecurity. But if you stand tall, smile, and make eye contact, you'll appear approachable. Here are 3 body language tips you can use immediately. Smile genuinely. A smile is universal. It tells the other person you're friendly and safe to talk to. Keep your posture open. Don't cross your arms. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Show that you're open to connection. Eye contact. Don't stare, but do make regular eye contact. It builds trust instantly. Remember, people respond not just to what you say, but how you make them feel. Confident body language makes strangers more likely to welcome your approach. Section 5. Mastering the opening line. One of the biggest fears people have is, what do I say? Here's the secret. You don't need something clever or perfect. The goal of an opening line is not to impress. It's to start. Some simple and effective openers include a situational comment. This line is long today, isn't it? A genuine compliment. I like your jacket. Where did you get it? A question. Do you know if this bus goes downtown? An observation. The music they're playing here is really good. Notice something? They're all simple, natural, and based on the situation. You don't need a script. You just need to start. Section 6. Keeping the conversation flowing. After the first line, how do you keep the conversation going? Here's the key. Use the Ford technique. Ford stands for family, occupation, recreation, dreams. These are topics people naturally enjoy talking about. You don't have to ask all four. But if you ask open-ended questions like, what do you do? Or how do you usually spend your weekends? People will usually share. From their answers, you can ask follow-up questions, show curiosity, and keep the conversation flowing. And remember, listening is more important than talking. People love to feel heard. When you listen actively, nod, and respond with genuine interest, they'll enjoy the conversation, even if you don't say much. Section 7. Handling awkward moments. What if the conversation goes quiet? What if the other person seems uninterested? First, don't panic. Silence happens in every conversation, even with friends. You can handle it with a simple tactic. Acknowledge it lightly and pivot. For example, I just realized I went quiet. Sorry, I was thinking of what to ask next. Anyway, let me ask you something else. What brought you here today? If someone truly doesn't want to talk, that's fine too. Not every stranger will be open, and that's okay. Rejection is not about you, it's about them. Maybe they're busy, tired, or shy themselves. Your job is not to make everyone love you. Your job is to practice, to connect when possible, and to move on when it's not. Section 8. Building confidence through repetition. Confidence doesn't come from watching videos. It comes from practice. The more you talk to strangers, the easier it becomes. At first, your heart will race. But after 20, 30, 50 conversations, your brain realizes, this is safe. The fear fades. Think about learning to drive. The first time you were terrified, but now you can drive while listening to music and sipping coffee. Talking to strangers works the same way. So make it a habit. Challenge yourself. Talk to one stranger every day, even if it's just a smile and hello. Over weeks and months, you'll be shocked at how natural it feels. Section 9. Advanced strategies. Once you're comfortable starting small conversations, you can go deeper. Here are 3 advanced strategies. Storytelling. Share short, personal stories instead of just facts. Stories make you memorable and build emotional connection. Mirroring. Subtly match the other person's tone and energy. If they're calm and quiet, lower your voice. If they're energetic, smile more. This creates subconscious rapport. Names. Use people's names during the conversation. It makes the interaction more personal and warm. These advanced techniques take you from just talking to truly connecting. Section 10. Benefits of talking to strangers. Why is this skill so powerful? Because talking to strangers changes your life in ways you don't expect. Opportunities. Many jobs, partnerships, and friendships start with a simple conversation. Confidence. Once you conquer this fear, other fears seem smaller. Connections. You meet incredible people you would have never known. Growth. Every conversation teaches you something new. Think about it. Some of the most important people in your life right now were once strangers. Who knows who you'll meet tomorrow? Section 11. A step-by-step plan. Let's put everything together into a clear action plan you can start today. Shift your mindset. Remember, most people are open to connection. Start small. Practice with cashiers, baristas, or people in everyday life. Use confident body language. Smile, stand tall, make eye contact. Use simple openers. Comment, compliment, or ask a question. Keep it flowing with Ford. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Handle awkwardness lightly. Pivot if needed. Don't fear silence. Practice daily. One stranger a day builds confidence over time. Level up with storytelling and names. Deepen connections naturally. Follow this plan, and you'll notice a transformation. Not just in your conversations, but in your life. Conclusion. So there you have it, the step-by-step roadmap to talk to strangers without fear. Remember, the fear you feel is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. With the right mindset, small daily practice, and a willingness to connect, you can transform fear into confidence. Every stranger you meet is an opportunity for a smile, a story, a friendship, or even a life-changing connection. The only thing standing between you and that opportunity is fear. And now you know how to overcome it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it. It really supports the channel. And if you want more practical tips and strategies for building confidence, improving communication, and mastering English, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your next great connection could be just one conversation away.